What an honor to be here at Patriots Camp, joined by the most iconic name, not just in sports or in NFL, but all of sports, the owner, the CEO, and future Hall of Famer, Mr. Robert Kraft. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, and yourself?
I'm so great. It's great to see you, and it's a big time of optimism and positivity and spreading love. It's training camp all across the league, but as such a pivotal figure, when you saw 345 Park trending, when you got that alert, I can't imagine that didn't hit home.
Yeah, you know, we're all excited because the beginning of training camp this week, we started in pads, and I've been looking forward to this for months. And to have what we had happen in New York, it was so sad to me. And, you know, when you look, there's an officer, Islam, who came from Bangladesh, a good Muslim man who has 2 kids, working, you know, in private to do what he's doing. He's a policeman, and his wife is pregnant, and he gets killed. It just creates a whole seriousness, and also the hate that exists in the country. Now, this guy who did it was mentally ill, but, you know, we're trying with our Blue Square Foundation, push back on this and preach love. And, of course, what the NFL represents, bringing communities together, people of all backgrounds rooting for their team. I know how people are excited about our team. And then we have the dampener because we have a man who's mentally ill come in with a rifle and do what he did and kill innocent people. We live in the greatest country in the world, and we got to stop that from happening.
And that's what you're working to do. You're wearing that blue square. For those of you who don't know, FCAS, that mission is anti-hate all across the board. I understand there have been some tweaks, some evolution over time, a new president. What is one specific goal with FCAS this year?
Well, right now, we're privileged. We're told, our research shows we have 5 million people wearing this blue square every day, including the CEO of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan, who was an early supporter. And we want 5 years from now to have hundreds of millions of people wearing the blue square as a symbol of unity, sisterhood, brotherhood, building bridges together, fighting the mental illness of people. You know, dogs only know love. They don't know hate. We have to stop the hate in this country from building the way it is. We live in the greatest country in the world, and if you have your health, you got everything going for you. Anything we can do to bring people together and preach unity and love, that's what we want.
It's really beautiful, and those are some really wonderful, specific goals that we're so happy to tell people about, and really important words from you as such a figurehead in the NFL with the events of this week. You mentioned dogs. There's some dogs behind us, you know, on this field, young, some old. I did want to congratulate you on your 32nd training camp, which is unbelievable, and I was hoping that you could take me back to Bryant College in 1994, and what is the first thought that comes into your head when I say that?
Well, you know, I have an image of being stuck in traffic driving down to Bryan College. But after that, I think of the practice fields, and at the end of practice, walking over a little bridge over to the dining room. And it's the first time I ever met Troy Brown. And he had some food that he was putting over the bridge and feeding fish. And, you know, he was a great Patriot, and it's just a great time. And I'm thinking, you know, how proud I am now that we were able to move, you know, from 94 to 02, we were at Bryan, and then we moved here to Gillette, and I'm proud of what we've done here with training camp and Patriot Place, and proud to tell you this is the only stadium and complex in America. It's 100% private, no public money, and the fan support has been great. We have unbelievable fans, and they're looking for us to hopefully be good. And I believe we're going to change things this year. Mike Vrabel has come in and brought a terrific energy and mood here, and the blending of, we have a great rookie class, I feel, and with the established veterans, we're looking to have some fun.
We'll talk about that a little. I would say not just the fans that are supportive. I have people on my crew from all over the country who just, I think, want to all say thank you for Patriots Place, because to have a place to get to where you have a Davio's and you've got, places to go, and it's so built up. It is wild to see, and it is really, really amazing, and you should be proud of it. I don't even know how these guys fit into those dorm rooms at Bryant College. I don't understand how the math, the physics of that.
Well, today it might be a problem. That was 32 seasons ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was great. And how the NFL has evolved and the impact it has in America today in every community, and the fact that we have competitive balance, it's pretty special.
You've known Vrabel a long time. He's now your head coach. I love the narrative, the full circle moment. He obviously was a player. He's then as a head coach, played here a couple of times. Can you tell me the first moment you looked at him as more than a player, someone who you thought, yeah, he can lead a team?
Well, we were privileged to have him. He was the union leader of the players, and he had an edge to him, and in a pleasant way, but hard. And then I guess that magic moment came to me when the last game Brady and Belichick ever played as a unit.
Here.
And right here. And he beat us in the playoffs. And I looked over and I thought, he's a guy who's been exposed to the greatest coach, the greatest quarterback, and he was able to overcome. He has knowledge that's intrinsic to being in this system, and he knew how to use it in a way to benefit his team. So ever since that moment, I've thought, wow, this is a guy one day we should consider to lead our efforts. So it happened. I think that was in 2019.
I believe it was 2019. Of course, inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame in 2023.
I think he's a leader of men, and I'm looking forward to a very good season.
I mean, we're sitting here 5 years later when that 2019 season game happened. I think the actual game was in the playoffs, like you're saying, in 2020. And now he is here, and you're saying they're going to have a great season. When that opportunity comes up, the vacancy, things line up on both sides. Who makes the first call? Did you call or text Vrabel? Is he like, "Hi, I'm here. I'd love to coach"? Who made the first move?
We had all kinds of people coming to us who wanted to coach here, believe it or not, and we talked to a few. But in the end, I remembered what Vrabel did in that playoff game, and I thought of him as a player. I thought of him as a union rep, and he represented the union very well as a player. He knows how to be hard-nosed when he has to, but he's taken on a persona he knows how to bring out the charm and the positive side. So, and his football knowledge is really good. And seeing him coach, he's out there with the players. He can't
help himself.
Well, the key to leadership is how you relate to people, and can people trust you? And I think he has that relatability factor, but he also has the football knowledge, and he's brought a team of people with him who are on the same agenda, and that's the key. So hopefully we have a good year here.
This is the third time you've said we're going to either hopefully or we're going to. What does that look like for you? Can we get the bold prediction? I mean, we've got a smile. You're feeling great.
Well,
we're spreading love.
Well, my eldest son says, "Dad, calm down." You could be setting yourself up for a little disappointment. Let's it's a new coach, new team, new players. I just feel it. So I'm at a point in my life where I try to just hang with good people, do what I love, and try to make a difference to build bridges. I hope this team is going to bring a lot of people in, and we're going to build bridges and create the opposite aura of what people felt in New York this week.
It's beautifully said. What does Drake Maye have to do with that?
You can't win constantly in this league if you don't have a quarterback and a coach. And then there are so many other variables. I think we're lucky to have both, a quarterback and a coach. So now it's his job to make it happen.
Is there a unique quality he has? I mean, obviously you had Tom Brady for so long. You know head coaches. You're great at picking them. Pete Carroll, Bill Belichick, of course. Is there a thing about the dynamic that you really like between those two?
I like it. I also like that Drake comes from a great family. Never forget the day he came to us and we gave him his shirt. His 3 older brothers came. They all came with him. One of them flew from Japan, short notice, who was playing basketball. And he's got great parents. And he's got a certain humility along with good intellect. And he's just young and a little green and just has to mature. But he and having Josh McDaniels here as a coach and a guide, so we had a lot of things fall into place. Now we need God's help that we don't have injuries. Mm-hmm. And we go out and have some fun. You have a feeling. I like. It's great to be with you. I love hearing it. I did want to ask you, so we're talking about quarterbacks. Big week here next week. Finally, we get the unveiling of the Tom Brady statue. Can you give me a little insight into that? We go way back, Mr. Kraft, over 10 years now. What can you tell me? Well, that's exciting. We've had it in storage for over a year. Ooh, big play. We had hoped to do it a year ago. Tommy is so busy, and so it was just hard to find a time. And when he got, his announcing job with Fox, where, by the way, I think he's off the charts in what he's doing. How lucky are we to have the 199th pick be the greatest player ever to play in the over 100-year-old history of the NFL, and he played for us, and he's just a great human being, and we're excited to honor him before the game next Friday. That is a masterclass, speaking of broadcasting, a masterclass and not really giving an answer, because I got no intel on that statue. Rumor has it was quite a pretty penny. It was quite, for you to have that in storage for over a year. Will you answer this for me? How many different times did Tom approve, go back, say, I don't like this, I don't like that? How much say did Tom Brady have? We did it. He didn't. Has he seen it? Pardon? Has he seen it? No. Oh, wow. He hasn't seen it. Surprises me. And it's pretty cool. It's 12 feet. It's going to be permanently in Patriot Place in a very prominent spot, and we're really honored to have had the privilege of having him with us for 2 decades, and it'll be a fun day. You can come back. I'd love to come back. I got the invite. Sounds good. Maybe I'll come back week 1 against the Raiders. While I have you, you touch so many parts of the game and making it better and spreading the love and what you do here in Massachusetts and all across. But you are the big dog when it comes to broadcasting. NFL's in a very good place. A lot of new partners, streamers, all of that, the expansion of the NFL, everything's going in the right direction, and you should obviously be super proud of that, and thank you for everything you do in letting us as broadcasters do what we're able to do. Is there something you're very excited about in the next 5-10 years? Can you give me any hint on where NFL and the broadcast streaming world are headed? Well, I think we're the best content that all the linear channels and companies have had. We're going to play a big role. You'll start to see some notices in the not too distant future how we're going to play a role and hopefully build our audience internationally and bring it to more people domestically.
Okay. What happens first? A game, I know there's one in Melbourne, one in Antarctica, or a team actually being placed and expanding in Europe? What happens first?
I think we're going to look to bring our game to the global audience and have a lot of fun. This has been a great...
Amazing. Thank you so much. You are an absolute legend. Your legacy touches every part of the NFL ecosystem and further. Important words from me. I appreciate you so much.